I guess a bit more problematic, but Anonic should be able to regroup quite easily. But you can see Shrimzy's already down for Sonics, and this high ground advantage for the Freaks going to be big. Tig having himself some big plays today. Can he continue? He is absolutely popping heads right now.
He was so short on that, and H-Win in the perfect spot there will find two. But Heaven will trade back on to Kickstart, so two down for Sonics. H-Win going to go down now as well, and it's all down to Tiggleton. But as you said, that boy has been on fire today.
Gyumin with that reposition down to the bottom. Such a big play. Tig's just trying to run for the hills right now. I mean, this was kind of back and forth there for a second, but that drop down with Gyumin, getting into the position really allows him to open this back up, come up, get his players back up, and now Heaven's still trying to keep an eye. Tig looks like he might be thinking about coming back for this.
I mean, at this point, what do you got left to lose? And well-placed Blue Zone grenade will get 2 points. Actually, no, that's Gyumin. Oh, no. What happened? And now Tiggleton will find Gyumin. He'll make him pay.
Vengeance coming now as Tiggleton has spotted him out. Nade's going to be coming up. Heaven's still throwing on the opposing side of the rock. Doesn't quite have the position for what's going to be going on with Tig just quite yet. I can see that Tig also looks like he knows where the approach is going to be coming from. Heaven now playing up on that hill, leaning back over into the left side. He's still got eyes on the vehicle. Tig keeps playing the opposing side of the rock. And keep in mind, we also do have a couple of Sonics members down that could be feeding information over. Jumps in the vehicle, spray's coming out. Tig is trying to creep away from it. Can Heaven at least get the res on it? And no, Tig's going to jump back out.
Oh, Tiggleton wants all of this. He's trying to reposition so that he can get some utility on the other side of that rock, and he does so, but he takes a lot in return as Heaven will go for the res onto Gyumin, try to turn this into a 2v1.
Mad's back up for Tiggleton. He's creeping forward. The res should come off any second. He should know that. Smoke's on one side of this one.
That's a bait smoke.
Yeah, just wants to make sure he's playing careful as possible. Ooh, nades are going to be lining pretty close. Get some damage in. Ooh, Heaven, does he know? Is the follow-up? That looks really, really good. Goes too far, though. And now Tiggleton's going to have to deal with the push coming out. 2 different angles. He's trying to peek around him. One down. Can he get the other one? Blue Zone on top of him now. Heaven got all of the life creeping up. Peek's about to come out any second. Goes for it. And it is going to be the Freaks that walk away heavily damaged, though.
Wow, that is such a great performance there by Heaven, but man, the price you pay for trying to execute a bridge camp here in this incredibly stacked international lobby we have. I mean, Freaks had them dead to rights at the beginning. It was essentially a 2v1 against Tig, but Tig on fire right now. Unfortunately for Sonics, they will go out early. We'll see what Freaks can pull off here with just 2. Happy we'll get an initial knock, but fortunately for Navi, they won't be able to get the flush onto Hakatori. But Sosid going to get spotted.
This is the fight for all of the high ground right now. Cerberus creeping in, getting more and more out of it, but Himas is going to go down. Duck Maya also looking on the opposing angle for it. 2 members up for Cerberus right now, looking into a very weakened Navi, but Navi keeps standing on the line. Diffx just built different. Going to go ahead and take him down, and now Navi has the high ground.
Fairest with a beautiful grenade and saving the squad, saving the boys there, as now they'll get that res, they'll get back up to full, or 3 strong at least, but the Expendables also sending it now as we check in with FaZe, trying to make it through Donawa, as there's just Nox players falling all over the place in these fields.
Oh, FaZe, this rotation is going to be scary. They at least managed to get in there pretty quick. You can see Donawa was already looking at this position, entirely flanked around them, only the south, the only option that they had to move through, so they are slowly fighting their way through it, but there is some cover to be had at least. This pumps the brakes on Donawa, though. They have no clean options on how to move into the circle at the time.
They sure don't, and they've got to make the decision pretty quickly. Now, there is some space off to the north, but it's a question of if they can get everybody over there, but Akari will get spotted up by Suju as that Alm is singing across the north side.
They're coming down that hillside, just means that everybody that's already in the low ground has so much vision on approach. FaZe trying to thin this one up. Car eats a lot of damage on that one. Gustav going to have to step away. Same time, Loki's also going to take down Fex. More pressure coming in the angle, but that's going to be it. Corexi does manage to hold, and now FaZe gets control of the West.
There you go, Corexi. 3 kills now for the boy, and he's going to go ahead and pull Fex back into the shack, get a nice res off there. It looks like 17 was having thoughts about maybe coming down here as they saw that knock in the kill feed, but they're just going to look. Meanwhile, Freaks down to 2, just Heaven and Gyumin playing from that southwest. They have some room to work with. Just depends on how observant the Expendables are, and actually Gaming Gladiators down there as well.
Yeah.
Feel for Twisted right now. They've got a lot of strength right now as they have just been kind of playing that eastern edge. They've got a crate drop as well, so they're they're pretty strong right now, but they just can't spot anybody, so we'll see what happens. Gustav will make it to Fex.
Deliver
Fex
right
just
there.
Finds it's like, hey, knock guy, just right on top of him.
Just driving up. It's like, rest me, bro. Wait, you're not down. Oh, wait, you are down. Okay, 17 Gaming going to make it a harassment problem for FaZe, but 17 Gaming. The problem with this is the longer they stay here, it's kind of denying them out. This is that mutually assured destruction that can sometimes happen. Just go for kill points because you assume that you might lose the entirety of your squad on any rotation.
Well, they need some points right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is about as free as they can hope for, and try to get the flushes if they can, and they'll at least manage to pull 3. But the question, where are you going to go? Is 4 a.m. as you saw spread out a little bit better now. Is Epion kind of playing point on that northern side? They're going to go right for the crate, right for the ridge line here. As Valley Thai, they are in trouble as well. Twisted Minds was just waiting for this.
2 squads moving at the exact same time. Valley Thai getting a lot of the attention thrown in their direction. That kind of opened up the opportunity for 17 Gaming. Valley Thai, though, not going to stop. They want to get to this hillside. They realize the strength of position. They're going to send it up. And due to the fact that GG having to play the opposing point on the hill for safety, they're going to get it. Well, some of them.
Yeah, some of them. Most of them. Hey, it was 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. As we see Twisted did manage to lose Batu in that kerfuffle a little bit earlier. Here's 4 a.m. now. Zepion will go down. HSM and Bobo, the last 2 remaining. They're going to fight their way through the smoke cloud. 17 still have utility in hand and utility to spare as they're going to continue throwing grenades where they think that Bobo might be running around. Unfortunately, none of them are going to hit him, and he's got the happy feet, and they are keeping him alive.
Well, he's going to need a lot of happy feet as Falcons hears this. They're going to be walking up right back behind 4 Angry Men. HSS in some trouble. Bobo's at least got some smoke to play from. Yep, Falcons going to continue to rein it in. HS already down, and this is a big problem for 4 Angry Men. 17 on one side of it, Falcons on the other, picking them apart.
This is going to be real interesting. There's that little, that spot where 4 a.m. is, and everybody on that northern side would like to play that and not have to make their way across the road just yet. Although the Expendables is going to send it south. They're going to try to clean out that hillside. So we'll see. That might open up some space to get people across the road, but Twisted Minds has 2 looking in that direction right now. So they'll have to have some smoke clouds ready and waiting.
All right, so you can see 4 Angry Men just trying to chain res. That's all they can really do. Finally puts them out of their misery. Falcons now going to have to figure out how they're going to contend with 17 Gaming. There is some space to play, but remember this road is just going to be a thorn in both these squad sides. Falcons say, you know, best solution for this one, keep the press going. Keep the push forward. There's been a lot of shots exchanged on this one. It's not a bad idea. 17 Gaming is wanting to make a move here in just one moment. They're going to have to deal with the Expendables, also moving just to the south of them, opposite side of the road.
Yeah, Expendables need to make a decision here. They keep trying to cheat towards the south, maybe take on GG, but then they pull back as soon as they run into somebody, and now they've got everybody back towards the compound, and now they are in full line of sight of Gaming Gladiators and 17. So a little bit of paralysis through analysis here from the Expendables.
Well, Ghost is going to take down Roth in that firefight, creeping forward, but Rello's going to be the bigger problem right up next to him. Nate doesn't go far enough, does get some damage, but just enough to be scary. Rest of the squad's kind of slowed down. You can see they're trying to figure out how they want to deal with Roth going down on this one. Pacing, not a big problem right now. They've got some time to work with. It's just the pressure coming up from 17 Gaming. They were taking those shots down on Expendables, so now Expendables are focused back into 17 Gaming, so they can't really peak the way that 17 wants to. A couple of nades going to come out. That's going to be about it for right now, but notice the other duo, 4 Falcons, playing very far away, making sure that they cover that hillside so nobody can creep up for 17.
There's going to be another thorn thrown in the side of that as Twisted Minds has made their way to the south side of the road. KDF will get eliminated there by Delwyn. The Expendables now fully engaged with Gaming Gladiators. They're getting a little bit of third party from Valley Thai, and on the backside of GG, New Happy starting to creep over in that direction as well. So two four-way fights going on, one on the north side, one on the south side.
I mean, 17 Gaming loves that. I mean, TE is now getting just decimated down there. I mean, GG is doing so much work for 17 Gaming right now as they can firmly line up directly against the Falcons. Falcons are trying to figure out if they want to regroup entirely. They are going to be sending Snakers over to kind of make a play around this angle. Peek's now starting to come out for 17 Gaming. Man. They've got the relieved angles to play from. Little Ghost is going to get a knock on the Roth yet again. Falcons coming apart at the seams right now. That push not working for Murillo. Trying to make something. Picks up a couple, though.
Goes in there with the bullet hose, and that's all you need. Suju, the last one alive, inside the smoke. He's going to try to go for the res here as the Blue Zone grenade is going to find him. Just on the edge.
Wow. That is as close as you could possibly get to that Blue Zone nade, man.
And is a little bit of a butterfly flapping its wings. They were so fortunate right now because Twisted Minds took a knock from New Happy, and you can see that Twisted Minds was in a perfect position to take advantage of Falcons here, but they just can't make the push, although they're back on their feet and they're sending it over here. Good grenade from Flood will take out 17.
Circle does move south of the road now. Well, it's got a bit of the road in it, but really no more of the rice paddy is going to be in play. Hillside's still going to have a section of it that Valley Tide is going to be trying to hold on to.
Falcons trying to see if they can find a way to get across the road now. Twisted Minds have sent Lou down to the south, and it looks like he's been spotted out by Rello and Snakers, but they've left Perfectix an example to hold the line.
This is such a good read coming out from Twisted. They heard the firefights. They're going to shift in, get right up against the wall itself, looking over on the street. No cover on the street, so if we see anybody come out, it's going to be a big problem. I like this. Falcons go, okay, can't make the push here. Maybe some vehicles can get something out of it. Valley Tie is going to get eliminated. New Happy is going to get control of the north. Falcons just going to send it down south. Roughly the same time that GG is starting to take some shots into New Happy, it's going to be right back behind GG. The shift's coming up from Falcons. They're going to make a stopover. Shots still coming out from Twisted Minds. They couldn't continue their rotation. Now GG hears it. They're going to shift in. Beautiful angles to work from, but Falcons somehow, some way staying alive.
It's a great decision making and great timing from Falcons to make it up the hill, but unfortunately for them, GG was just right in the middle of making that rotation. So there you go. Levante will get spotted by Roth. They're going to go down, but New Happy back on their feet. Twisted Minds has angles on Falcons as they're trying to go for both of these reses. The new zone pops. Twisted Minds owns the entire circle.
And all of these angles to work from, man. They've got Lou so far to the south, like you were talking about a moment ago. Zample to the north. Falcons, I don't think that they got a chance to really get anything off of any of the firefights, the corpses that we saw just a moment ago from 17 Gaming. So they're probably coming in pretty tattered. I mean, we saw a lot of knocks coming out while they were fighting around the rice paddies. This is just going to be... I don't know. They're going to have to hit some crazy shots, most notably onto Example. Example is their problem right now. If they can at least get him down, they can find something to work with while Lou is distracted with what's going on with New Happy.
Lou and Perfectix now focusing solely on the New Happy, while Example's job is just taking shots over towards Falcons. He'll find some damage, won't be able to get another knock, so Falcons might be able to get back up to 3 strong. Looks like they will. New Happy now down to 1 as Twisted Minds are just dominating right now.
Man mode, just stepping into this like, no, this is all mine. You can have nothing. Oh, that is massive. Ming Ming still trying to find something here. He can't quite find an angle onto it. Perfectix down. Lou, the last one up, trying to navigate this. Wants to see if he can get some more. The weakened Falcons now starting to flank down in the south. They're spotting out what's going on. Ming Ming, they're going to take him down. And now it is all just down to one member for Twisted Minds versus the 3-man of the Falcons. That they picked up 11 kills right now, trying to make it 12, probably about to be 13. What can Lou do? He's running down. Looks like he wants to try to go for a res. This might make him spotted, though.
We'll see, I think Falcons reading that situation, but they don't have a read on exactly where Perfectix is. That knock came through from New Happy, so they will get him back on his feet. So now we'll pick to a 3v2. Falcons doing their best to spread out wide, still maintain that cover. Rello going to play around that portable cover here. Spots Lou's head, so at least he knows where 1 is, but Perfectix has pulled back a little bit.
The pacing on this slowing down is extremely beneficial. You can see meds ticking back up, getting everybody back to full health. That really gives advantage to the 3-man squad in this situation. Picking from the little cover that they have got. Yes, Twisted Minds has the rock, but that means that they're both playing right next to each other. Circle is going to be just to the north, I guess, west of where we see Twisted Minds Perfectix playing from. So Falcons are going to have to move a bit further forward, but it's going to be Flood, the first player that's going to have to move.
Yeah, Flood's a big component into this. If Twisted doesn't spot out Flood early enough, they might be the thing that wins it for him. But it looks like Lou is going to see him. Flood takes the shots over in that direction. Not going to find any damage though. So now Twisted Minds is aware of where both sides of this split are, but good shots from Flood. Good eyes will spot out Perfectix.
Now back down to just Lou. He's got himself the rock. Multiple members of Falcons, multiple angles he has to defend from. He was the guy that was closer to the blue zone as well. He's got to fight his way through it. Snakers still just playing along this tree line, knows exactly where he is, and you can see both angles just firmly entrenched. Twisted Minds in 3rd place right now, wants to make it more. Falcons wanting to really cement in a good position on that 1st place. Lou does manage to take down Flood. Snakers has gotten right up on top of him. Lou's still looking out in the distance. What is Snakers going to do? Is he going to go for the peek around the rock? Is he just going to try to wait it out? That is going to be a flush going on to Flood. At least 1 more point secured for Twisted Minds. Here comes the push. Snakers walks up. Quick exchange. He does go down, but Falcons still had 1 member up. They pick the win.
And Falcons not wanting to take the risk of another player going down to blue. They don't want to lose that point. They know how important every single point is in this competition.